Hey guys, welcome back. This is Alessandro. Welcome to the last part of this tutorial. Okay, so here we're gonna focus mostly on polish. Okay, but before I'm gonna go and polish all the animation, clean up all the arc, the tangent, and everything. What I'm gonna do now that I have all the part block are all together. Okay, basically I wanna take a look at the spacing and the timing. Okay, and let's see if there is any part more or less in the animation that I want to slow down or speed it up a little bit to make sure he has a little bit more of weight. Okay, so definitely the first part I'm gonna do at the very beginning is very minor, but um, it's actually the anticipation before the jump. Okay, and it's actually this part over here. Okay, so what I want to do, having an extra frame. Okay, so basically it's gonna take a little bit longer for the anticipation here. And I also want to exaggerate a bit more, but I always want to make sure I exaggerate my arc. I'm conscious about my arc. Okay, maybe put here a little bit higher. Okay, and here adjusting it as well. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, there is a moment here where it's actually slowing down up. Okay, before actually start to go down. So maybe what I can do again is having an extra frame here, and I reduce one in this part here, which is the acceleration. Okay, and maybe I want to speed up the part here in the middle. Okay, okay, make this wing a little bit more snappy. Okay, boom. And basically we can try to make another frame faster here. I think it's a bit too much now. Okay, so always you have to be a bit careful about the which key you move. Sometimes even a single frame can make a lot of difference. And I want to speed up this part over here. I want to make sure again the anticipation is a little bit slower and speed up the jump. Okay, and I'll just here. Oh, okay, again here a little bit of easy in. Boom. And yeah, this part when I start to climb, I want this part a little bit uh, slower. Okay, about one frame. Okay, boom. Maybe here we speed it up actually when it's stepping down. There's something on the part is not really working. Okay, boom. And now we look at the ending. Okay, so usually before I notice this part here again needs to be adjusted, and we go back almost on the original time. Okay, and now I'm gonna take a look one more time about the overall uh, flow. Okay, I think it's better than before. So now that I adjust spacing and timing and everything, on the second part of this tutorial, I wanna focus on polishing this part over here, okay, where the character is actually jumping and swinging, okay. I'm gonna go around this area, okay, and I'm gonna show you why it's very interesting for me this area over here, okay. Let me go around here, okay. So you see when a character swing like this, okay, the pivot, okay, is actually reverse. And what I mean by that is actually here we have the lower body controlling the upper body, where ideally you would want the opposite. You want to have the pivot from here so you can actually swing the character as a pendulum. But because this setup doesn't allow me to do that, what I did is basically animating the lower body and then kind of counter animating the upper spine here to um, to keep the animation the way I want it. But the problem is that there is a lot of counter animation, and if you look at the trajectory, you'll see that it's very dirty because of this problem. Okay, so you can see the in between are all kind of broken here, here, and a bit messy over here. Okay, and because I don't want to go really frame by frame, I think there is a better method. I show you very quickly how to basically keep these two controllers completely independent from this one. Okay, and still maintaining the same animation basically. Gonna create a circle, going here, change this to 25, go to gimbal, adjust the rotation controller, okay, so this should be enough. I'm gonna duplicate one more. What I'm gonna do now is parent this one to this one, okay, parent this object to this object, okay, um, go on both of them and translate to 0, okay. So now that I align these two controller, okay, basically what I want is to remove the parent, okay. So basically select both of them and go edit and parent, okay. And now having constraint this one over here to this one, okay. So constraint parent and constraint parent, okay. So as you can see now the original controller can move this new one, and it's the same for the lower one, okay. So again, selecting both new controller, okay, and make sure I'm gonna put a key on all the existing key to basically duplicate, okay, and make sure it's kind of registering the animation, okay. Now that this is done, I'm gonna go here, modify outliner, and I can remove the constraint, and it's gonna keep basically the same animation now, okay. So now these two controllers are gonna maintain the animation without being constrained anymore. And now I'm gonna do it basically the opposite. I'm gonna parent constraint this one to this one, okay. Constraint, parent constraint, and constraint again, parent, parent. And if I've done everything correctly, the animation is supposed to be exactly the same. But we can see there is a little bit of weird movement, and it could be because of the gimbal lock. Okay, I'll go here, tangent, curves. Okay, okay, it's completely fixed now. And now that this is done, basically the master controller over here doesn't affect anymore the rest of the body, because these two yellow controllers are moving by this one, and I'm keeping now the same original animation. Okay, so basically what I can do now is creating a new layer. I can select this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, hide them, Okay. Apply. And now these two controllers are exactly independent. Okay, guys. And the benefits now, I can go here, clean the tangent if I have to. Okay. Make sure that the animation is still exactly the same. Okay, seems like it so far. Perfect. And now I can double check basically the trajectory. Okay, go from here. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's much cleaner now. Okay, I get rid of all that noise that I had before, you know, and I need only to focus now on adjusting those little things. Okay. Um, okay, I don't need to worry anymore that if I touch the pelvis it's gonna affect the upper body and so on. But of course, guys, I'm gonna only use this technique at the very end when I'm confident about the body mechanics, the and everything, and I'm only gonna polish it. Okay, guys, that's the only phase I'm gonna use a trick like that. Okay, as I mentioned before, guys, I'm gonna polish and clean this last part here, and I told you guys that for me was very interesting because there is a lot of counter animation between the pelvis and the upper body, but now with this little trick, should be much easier to handle, and it's basically just about checking the trajectory. Okay, I can really focus now every single controller one by one, and polish the rest of it and make sure even in the graph editor that everything is clean. Okay, so let's move forward for now. And first things I'm gonna do is adjusting the trajectory manually. As you can see, it's pretty clean already. Okay, okay, and as you notice, guys, at this stage I don't use the video reference anymore. It's not really needed. Okay, and again, time to see why now it's so dirty. Make sure we okay. Okay, and now what we need to adjust is definitely the rotation as well. Okay, we clean up the transition. here. Let's see how does it look if accidentally I create key in the wrong place, right? That's sometimes what happens when you have so many breakdown. Okay, then at some point you would just want to clean up all the mess. And also make sure you check what's going on in gimbal. Okay. Okay, now this doesn't work. Okay, maybe we can keep this one like this. Okay, maybe you can adjust here the rotation. Okay. So now more or less I've done exactly the same things for the upper spine. The second part I want to do is the leg as well, because at the moment I feel like that the leg and the overall body are kind of moving kind of at the same time, and instead what I want is like you see like how this leg is sketching up um, first, actually later, sorry, and then I wanted to lead and almost going in front of the other leg. Okay, so instead of coming down together, so first thing I'm gonna create as usually the trajectory. In this case I'm gonna make sure the trajectory is visible here as well in camera view. uh, I'm gonna work in both cases. Okay. Pushing a bit more the arc. Go here. Okay. Boom. Okay, I'm overlapping and going in front of the other leg. Okay, boom. And this last part, because I'm gonna double just check here. Okay. Okay, adjusting here. Okay. And as usual, animation graph editor. Save first. Okay, now more or less that the trajectory is kinda done. Okay, what I wanna focus is the knee. Okay, because I feel like there is kind of a snap in the knee. So as you can see in general as an attitude, I'm very particular about every single joint. Okay, um, so you have to be very careful on how I'm gonna boom, boom. Because like this it looks kind of broken, so I have to kind of find a way maybe not to like this also looks. Well, give it a try. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe can keep it this way and see how it flows now. Okay, yeah, feel less snappy, less distracting, I would say. Okay, and other things now I want to do is definitely uh, I want to do basically the rotation. Okay, I want to go here. I want to make sure there is a bit of drag as well. Okay, on the rotation as well. Okay, because in general it make it look nicer. Um, okay, okay, boom, boom. Okay, let's go in this direction here. Maybe it's still too much, and when it's coming down, you kind of rotate this direction. Okay, and here I'm kind of breaking it a little bit, but I think for the sake of since it's kind of cartoony, this animation a little, well, not exactly cartoony, but uh, we're allowed to break a little bit the character for a few frames. Okay, okay, exaggerating the drag. Boom, boom, and here, boom, boom. Okay, and when I do this, basically I also check in this other angle. Okay, I'm gonna make sure it is gonna tilt it like this. Okay, okay, and then boom. So it's easy in. Of course, what I wanna do is also double check here that I'm not breaking the um anything. Okay, I'm gonna fix the rotation later. I guess it's okay. Okay, here needs to speed up. Okay, okay. Boom. boom, boom. It's coming down, the weight is bringing it down. And again, checking this part here. Boom. And as you notice, the foot is kind of broken in rotation. Okay, I'm gonna adjust it very quickly. Okay. Oh. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, see here, need to make sure there is a bit of rotation here on the foot. Okay, dragging it behind. Okay, maybe breaking down a little bit. Okay, keep it here behind. Okay. Oh, okay. Boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom. Started to go up and boom, pushing it like this. Okay. And let's also the same things as before. We're gonna check the rotation on this side. Uh, okay, one like this. Okay. Let's take a look how it's looking so far. Okay, I would say much better. There's still a bit of tweaking that needs to be done. And for example, I don't like the fact it's not really stretching. So I'm gonna go here now and boom, stretching it down here, almost straight. Okay, and same here. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, boom, boom. Let's take a look now. At this point I move to the second part of the animation and I already clean up the spine. Basically I use the same technique that I used before, but if I play the moment animation you'll see that the right leg, he has this little jump. It's kinda going up, then stretching and then kinda relax again, okay? And at this point I wanna show you how I approach like a point like this where actually I'm gonna clean up and exaggerate this movement to make sure first of all I get rid of the poppy knee, but at the same time I wanna exaggerate the up and down. Okay, try to reduce the stretch of the leg as much as possible. Okay, okay, as you can see it's much smoother now. The problem is that the feet at this point, it looks very rigid. Okay, and what we want to do is like dragging the foot here as a little bit as much as possible, and here when they started to go down I move it up. Okay, and doesn't work quite right at the moment, so I have to redo it. And again, stretching it again. I'll reduce here. I think at this point I'm gonna lead a bit more. Okay. Okay, now you can see a nice recoil on the feet as well. Okay. So here we're gonna push the shoulder a little bit behind because they're already up. So we have to use this kind of technique. Okay. Pushing them back. Okay. Because if I go just go up, it won't be very noticeable. Okay. So you can see now, you can see a little bit of movement in the shoulder actually before the character is going up. Okay. I think it's a nice touch. So I basically at this point use the same technique to polish the last part of the animation, especially here when it's climbing up and he does all those little steps here. I was started to work on the cell shading just to make it look a little bit more pretty. But overall, guys, this is the technique that I use when when I want to polish and explain a body mechanic shot and try to be as fast as I can. Okay. So overall, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, guys, and that you can learn something from it. If you have any question or something you would like to know about my workflow, you can drop a comment and I'll try to answer. Okay, guys. See you next time. Ciao.